Happy Sunday. Do, 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 do. Okay, share. Copy link. Happy Sunday, everybody. Getting this posted on the page. I think we got it there. And then we'll open this up. Okay. Got it shared to the page. We're here. So I'll start off with what we're doing, what I have, kind of take a survey of what I'm going to use. That way, in case you want to join along, you can grab the same things and create. We are going to make a card. I did pull the August 24 cards in 2025 sketch. I do apologize because I realized I didn't do like an example live of the July card sketch. Yeah, sorry about that. But we're going to do the August. And so what I have for this, I wanted to show you. Because when there's so many goodies to buy, like, you can't get every Happy Scrappy bag, right? As much as we would all like to, we can't get every Happy Scrappy bag. So, say you get, like, a Doodlebug Happy Scrappy bag, and then you're like, oh, okay, so I need to get a few Flower Emporium supplies. So, here's what I did. I got the Icon Ephemera bits, which is full of florally, bumblebee, leafy goodness. Okay, the Icon Ephemera bits. It does have some nice little jars and things for sticking flowers in. There's a bike, a kitty cat with a stool. There's a window. Okay, so I got that ephemera pack. I got the journaling bits ephemera because, I mean, these are key for creating clusters. Huge, like, you can use these, the big parts all the way down to the little parts, combined with the florals to make lovely clusters. Okay? And then, for card making purposes, I got the 6x8 paper. I couldn't tell you where the front page is. I think we're using it here. Nope. It's one of those pages. I must have pulled it out. But I pulled out a few pieces. I pulled out some stuff to make a cluster for the middle of our card. Some little title or word phrases. And I also did buy the 12x12. Hold on. Starters. Staples. The Staples paper pack. Because I also want to make layouts that just use these supplies. The supplies I told you about. The 12x12 Staples pack. The 6x8 paper pad. The, what are those called? Journaling ephemera. And the Icon ephemera. So, if you... Yeah. Then, I did pull from my stash. I got a stencil. The this is a Vicky Booten stencil from when she did Art for Everyone. Like, it was a mixed media, just kind of a conglomeration of all her sets. Just gonna check something here. And so I pulled out the hexagon one. It was kind of, I was kind of feeling the vibe. So we are going to cut. I just pulled, oh, there's the, it's this one. The collection paper pack. And it's nice. They put something on the back so we can use it. All right. Let's see. Hi, T. Hi, Sherry. Okay. So let's cut these. We're working with a regular card size. I cut some bases over here. I think we're going to go with like a cream instead of a white. And this does show pretty thick. Each of these mats shows pretty thick, but I think we're going to do a little bit of a thinner mat. And you won't really be able to see me cut, maybe a little bit. All right, so 5.5, 4 1/4. So the first one I just made the size of the card, 5.5 by 4 1/4. Let me move this out of the way. We'll show that again. And so the next one, I'm going to go down. Let's try 5 1/4 by 4. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. If we need to take more off, we can always take more off. And then this one, I'm going to use the blue side, I think. We will do 5 by 3 3/4. And like, if your focal image is a little bit smaller, you could do the mats a little bit thicker, like are in the sketch. But I did choose something that's going to take up a little bit more space. I'm not sure how we're going to layer this, but I was just playing around. And I also pulled out this one, the one that says English tea, but it's definitely too big for this card. Maybe if you make a bigger card, like 5 by 7. Hi, Daisy. Yes, T, this is the card sketch for August. So this English tea could definitely also layer some flowers in there. Maybe I'll put that on a layout, I don't know. Here's the card sketch. So I'm just taking the mats and then a focal image in the middle. I want to cut a slit in there because I don't want to just tuck them behind. And I just get, the frame gives this kind of a landing spot. You could do it with or without the frame. And I do want a stencil on here. And then I was just playing with, like, I didn't know what to do for like a sentiment. Like if I should layer something, like I could move this over. I could layer something under here. Or even a bigger one. I feel like that's a little big though for a card, and it covers up most of my honey. And again, you don't even have to do a sentiment. If you don't want to, you could stamp something on the inside. But let's just fiddle around with this and see what we want to do. Let me get my scissors and just We're just going to put a slit through here. Now, I think the laser cut, is it the laser cut ones that already have that slit? But all right. This is kind of just an example of what to do if you're not able to buy every single Happy Scrappy bag that you want. Just buy a few things and you can make some really good cards and a layout. I do have a layout planned already that I think I'm going to do on the Design Team Live. And it's only using these supplies. The 12x12 starters pack, the 6x8, and then 2 ephemera packs. I did pull from my stash for the stencil, and then like the sprays and stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and let me stencil on here so that can get dry. I haven't even used this. I just got this. This is, I'll show you in just a second. Oop. The Astro Paste, and it is called Slippery When Wet. Now, don't get me wrong. When it came to Vicky Bouton's 49 Market Flower Emporium, I did buy everything. And I took her class. And the way it is with 49 Market now, her class, I used just about everything. I haven't finished it yet, but it uses just about all of the paper that she has you buy, which I was able to get from Michelle and then just do her class. But for this purpose, I bought, again, like I said, just the 12x12. Is it the starters pack? The 6x8 pad. And 2 sets of ephemera, just to see kind of what I could do within that realm. Because like I said, you know, you, or at least I can't buy all the Happy Scrappy bags that I'd like to buy. And when I can't, I just buy like some single sheets. I buy 6x8 or 6x6, depending on what they have. And one of the packages of embellishments, you know, and it seems to work okay for me. Like I'm able to just kind of fiddle around and make a few good things. Okay, and this I just kind of want it to be scattered in like 3 spots. And this is shimmery glittery. This is beautiful. And I don't have to have like perfect hexagons. I kind of like it when it's grungy. And I am making it a little bit thin. All right. Oh yeah. I'm going to set that aside. Michelle and do, yes, being able to buy from Michelle. Yes. The nice thing is Vicky posts everything that you need on her website. Can you all see that? Can you see the sparkle though? Like, I don't know if you can see it. But Vicky posts everything you need on her website. I just go and buy it from Michelle, and then I buy the access only. I'm not able to do it for every single one of her classes, but when I do take her class, it uses more than half of the product, which makes me feel good about buying so much of it. Need my adhesive. Okay. Oh, not that one. That one's empty. Where's that glue in it? Okay. But either way, like, I didn't do her cut and paste class because I wasn't sure what she meant by like a tag book. And I only got one set of cut and paste, and that was such a small set. Like, I was like, oh, that's not enough. I want to have fun with cut and paste, and it's not going to go as far as her other sets because they just didn't give her as much that last go around. All right, that one. And I love the very doodly feel of cut and paste. Like, so wish there was more of it. Okay, you can't really see like the dots on the sides, but that's okay. All right. I am going to, do I want my flowers like that? I think that's okay. Let's add some adhesive under here. See, like, even with that, like, you could totally just do your cluster, but I do want to kind of put that, do I want, let's see, I feel like it's, but it's the sentiment part that I want to figure out. Okay. This too, you could do like a card on there, one of the library pull-out cards. That would be good. Okay. We don't want this right now. Let's see. I could just do like, let's see. I could even like use one of these or use this and stamp something like from my stash. I had another one out here, a little, oh, there it is, like this one. I could stamp something on one of those. Oh, you did for the layouts. Okay, but you're not doing the tag book. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I always could use a thank you card. Let's see if that'll fit on any of these. That's kind of thinking of you on your wedding day. This would be a lovely wedding card. Get well soon. I seem to always need those, unfortunately. This thing does not want to. Let's see. I could do thank you on that one. And the black would be okay because I'm gonna splatter with black and white. What's this one? Best wishes. Although I think I like the thank you. I need more thank yous. Let's see. It would fit on that one too. You just wouldn't see the swirlies as much. Just getting a clear block and some black ink. Hi Deb, how you doing? Thanks for joining in tonight. I am going to try this on a scrap paper. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it on the one with the black border because we are going to have some black. We're using black ink and we are going to have some black splatter. And it is going to definitely like pop off the ends and even kind of on the bottom. But I'm okay with that. I don't know if you all can see that. The delay is real in my house. The delay is real. So I just added my own little sentiment. It looks to be a little wet. So we're going to let that dry just for a minute. Okay, now the question is, or the next question I should say, see, you can even do it on there, you know, take one of the mats out. I don't want to do that. We're not completely dry. We might need to get out the heat tool. I don't really want to do that, but I'm thinking that's what we're going to have to do. See, we'll put our frame. Yeah. I think it's going to go that way. I think my question is, do I want to do the splatters before? After? I think we're going to go with before. I think this is the one that doesn't have a... Yeah, the black one doesn't have a... Thanks, Deb. So what we're doing, Deb, is we're doing the card sketch, the August card sketch. And I'm just using, like, limited supplies. I don't like that word limited, but I'm challenging myself to use supplies as if I wasn't able to get the whole Happy Scrappy bag. If you know me, you know with Flower Emporium, Vicky Booten, I got the whole Happy Scrappy bag. But I did another order and I got 12 by 12 starters pack, which is kind of like those tone-on-tone papers, which I absolutely love. Any tone-on-tone paper. And then I got the 6x8 pad and I got 2 ephemera packs. One with lots of florals and the other one with lots of like journaling bits for layering. I will also be using the same supplies for layout. I think it'll be on the Design Team Live. Because I'm going to do something from the 52 weeks. And I know this white is not going to show up very much, but it's okay. And then anything else that I pulled out, like the stencil and the sprays and the paste, just from my stash. Just from my stash. You could do, instead of a stencil, you could do rub-ons. If you bought the rub-ons, this one I just want to be a little bit more careful with. Because it's black. I think we're good. I think we're good. I don't want to go hog wild. Only because it's a card. I don't want to go hog wild. Let's pick this up. We're going to wipe. Since I didn't put anything down. I think we're mostly dry. Of course, now we got the desk wet. Okay. I'm going to put some adhesive on here. Just kind of inside where my rectangle would be. You could pop up to... I'm just going to be careful. I don't want to get out the heat gun. And if I need to like glue anything down better, I'll come in with my little precision glue. Okay. Trying to see, how do I want this? Like this. Alright, because I want to glue this. And I might put a dimensional like here under this flower and maybe under here so they'll pop up a little bit. Alright, let's get some adhesive on the frame. I think I'm also going to use wet glue because it's going on top of the paste. There's that, and I need some dimensionals. What do we got? What do we got? I don't like to use dimensionals too much on cards. I'm trying to see if I have the really thin ones, but I don't. Just because I mail most of my cards, so. Just putting that dimensional under that flower. And then we'll put one under this flower. Yeah, I like that. Okay, then we're going to put some glue on here. And put a little bit down here. And I want to put this over a little bit because I have that sentiment. Could do it kind of in the middle. Oh, that's not my sentiment. Still looks a little bit wet, so I'm going to be careful with that. Yeah, we'll do it off to the side a little bit. Okay. Makes me nervous though. It still looks wet. I don't like that. So, we're going to put a little bit of that. We're going to put a little bit of this. And we're going to go most of the way over there. Okay. I did not mean to get finished in 30 minutes. We can definitely find something else to create. But I'm totally okay with how that turned out. And like I said, I always need thank you cards. And we popped up those flowers. We used the stencil. And we did cover up quite a bit of the splatters, but there is still some that you can see. If you did this and you wanted to do more splatters, go ahead. I think it would be okay. Let's go for it. I feel like I covered up too many. Well, that didn't give me anything. There we go, there we go, there we go. I'm not Jessica. It's just when you buy a kit like this and you use, like when you're not making a mixed media background on a card, it just takes less time because you're cutting some paper, you're gluing it, and you're using the embellishments from the ephemera packs. Hi, Anna. So, what I did was, I used the 6x8 paper pad from Flower Emporium to create, to build the August card sketch, for 24 cards in 2025. I don't know if anybody is keeping track. I could pull out the checklist and kind of show you how I do mine. But I used a Flower Emporium 6x8 pack. 3 papers, I just cut them down. And then I used 2 different ephemera packs. Hold on a second. I used the journaling ephemera bits, which I could try to show you some clusters if you like, since we have time. And then I also used the icon ephemera bits. And I just kind of stayed within that wheelhouse to create this card. I did pull a stencil from my stash, and I did pull like the splatters and the paste from my stash. It just kind of goes to show you what you can do with a set that you want some of it, but you can't get the whole Happy Scrappy bag. I've done this with Doodlebug before because I absolutely love Doodlebug paper. And their little bits and all their little gems and enamel dots are just, their little puffy stickers are just adorable. Okay. I can try to make another card. I can show you some clusters. Anybody got any opinions? Let me put this up close for you. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, there we go. That lighting in here is just not the best when I hold it up to the camera. It's definitely got your vibe now, Anna, with the paste. Like I used the Astro Paste, the slippery when wet. It's a nice vibrant gold when it's on the paper, and then it has the sparkles in it. Thank you, thank you. And I used the thank you sentiment. I believe those stamps I got from Michelle. And I grabbed them because, like, it's just always good to have a variety of sentiments, shapes, and sizes and fonts to put on your cards. And I just used the journaling bits and put it on there. Okay. I will do, I'll try to do some kind of cluster for y'all. And by cluster, I mean just a little group of these ephemera bits that can then go on a layout. Okay? We'll just use maybe some of the things that we got out here. Let's see. Now, the way, I think Tisa talked about clusters recently, I think, if I remember right. You want to kind of go, like, start with your the big part of your cluster or your frame, or you want to start big, or at least this is how I kind of mimic Vicky Booten. And then you want to kind of fill in with some smaller things. I thought this jar, you could put flowers in it. A little English tea, right up my alley. And then, like, all these things are good for layering, and they have, like, all the floral. I'll admit, I did question myself when I opened up this. I said, Amy, why did you buy the floral one? Because I'm just not crazy about floral, and T will be getting all the butterflies. But, like, okay. Now, like, she does these little bits because you can put her stickers on them. Or, like, I think Tim Holtz has a whole sticker pack of little phrases. And that fits and layers really well on those. Okay. But, like, she has these that are pockets that you can do a cluster on. You can use the rub-ons I don't want to use a pocket right now, but some of these tickets might be cute. And the, like, let's see what else. These days might be cute. Here could be a smaller one. You could put a title on this. Favorite things. Title and a subtitle. There's all kinds of these things like that you can journal on. Something that says my love. All the possibilities. Beautiful moment. Something fun. Let's see if there's anything else in the journaling. Oh, another frame. You could add a frame to it. Let's pull that out. See if we want to play with that. Oh, stop it. This says New York Public Library. Stop, 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 stop. I may or may not be hoping to take a trip there. You know. Just saying. Oh, look at the envelope. I tucked in the little flower sign in the envelope. You could do a cluster with that too. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we pulled out some bits. I was kind of getting a vision with this little ensemble here. Let's see. Put a ticket or two. These days, favorite things can go there. This could even, oh, hi, Tisa. Makes me, right, Anna? It all changed, right? Hi, Lisa. Okay. This could even go up there. Like, that would be, you could do that if you wanted to. I don't think I want to. But, Tisa, didn't you do, like, some clusters in one of your videos recently? So, like, here's an idea, you know, and then when Vicky does her clusters, she will, some things she'll glue down, some things she'll put dimension on like this. She would probably put dimension on, maybe even behind the tickets. You could put another floral bit on there. Let's see. Let's see what else we can play with. We could use this flower, this kitty. There's a bee. Like this bee would be super cute up here maybe. Or on the layout in that cluster. Okay. So like these could go inside each other. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. We're just layering bits here. Just that's a little bit too much. Let's. So it's like you're creating different sizes together and different like you want it to go. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like you want it to be at different points on the paper. Like you're not trying to create perfect rectangle or perfect square. Or you know what I mean? Like this one kind of almost creates a triangle, which is going to add some interest. You know, that's like, this is too much. Something ain't right here. Something ain't jiving with me. You could do this flower on here. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what other florals and butterfly bits. I did pull this, the Icon Ephemera has a lot of hearts in it, but I pulled those out for my layout that I'm going to do. But like, you could do a green and a white leaf. We can add some, you could do a big, like let's pull this out. Let's turn this way. And like, this could be a bigger cluster. You could put the floral piece there where the green is still peeking out. And again, Vicky would take the opportunity here to put a rub-on on this. I mean, just genius. The details, all the details that she... If you catch some of her Friday Night Lives where she's doing layouts or clusters, I mean, just genius. See, that's kind of too big, but you could do, you just play around with your ephemera that you spent money on, and you get so much of it. You could also, there's so many of these, you could flip that out for just, some of those. It's really whatever you feel fits your vibe, and like if you have a layout in mind. Now if you don't have a layout in mind, just have fun with it. Like you could put the bee on there. There are butterflies in here. If you like butterflies, let me try to find one that's not purple. There's other canisters in here that you could fill with some of the smaller flowers. There's a pink. Oh, okay, I like that. Let's see. Like you can fold this up a little bit. That color kind of blends in too much with that frame. These flowers look like they were watercolored. If you like florally bits, I mean, this is the ephemera pack for you because it is filled with all the leaves and all the... Let's try this. Oh, I like the white one better. It pops a little more. I kind of like that. I need a different colored butterfly though. They have this window. That would look really cute on a card. Like, so cute. You could put the little cat in the window. Again, this one's not the laser cut, so it's, but you could put, an X-Acto to that and cut it open. There's a little pouch of biscuits. Depending, again, it just depends on your vibe of your layout. Gotta go back to do it. No, you do it however it works for you. You create beautiful layouts, Anna. There's a stool, there's other, like maybe you want this flower. I do want a different butterfly, but I'm not finding one. Oh, there's a blue one. There's a blue one. There's a little rose. See, that's like too many flowers for me. I'm not the best at like bundling the flowers, but here is... Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's the one. I'm digging that. Let me move it over a little bit. Like, okay. And then, then this, you do like the layering with the little journaling bits and with the words, because this little says you belong. You just kind of tuck it on there. You could stick it off a little bit. I don't want my bees sticking off. But again, even with like the rub-ons behind there, you look at the cluster. You've got a little cluster. And then, let me find a photo. Hold on. Now the photo won't exactly match the vibe, but so you all can see. Can you see that? Am I in the camera? I think I am. Like, you could tuck a ticket in here. So, I mean, and then you put that on your layout, and you could do it on, you know, possibly a 6x8 layout if your cluster's a little bit smaller, or a, you know, I think some of those journals are like 7x9, and or a 12x12, and, you know, add some other things. I love these frames. These frames are just so great for tucking and like doing another cluster. But that's, again, the photo doesn't match the vibe, but this kind of gives you an idea of like creating some clusters. With your ephemera. Again, we have so much ephemera. And like, yeah. Does anybody want to see anything else? Like, but this is one of the things I enjoy doing with, like Vicky Boutin ephemera, because she makes it with the intention to create clusters, whether they're big clusters or small clusters. But yeah, there was one of her, I think it was Flower Emporium. Like what she does is she'll do a Friday night class, and one time we did it. It was cards. We made cards with the ink and the stamps and stuff, and the stencils. And then for Flower Emporium, she did clusters. We created clusters from all the ephemera, from the laser cuts, and we used the rub-ons. We created clusters for a couple of hours, and then those clusters are ready to go on our layouts that we cut paper for on like Saturday and Sunday. We cut paper for the layouts and paper for the mini album, which I love doing her mini albums. But if nobody has anything else that they want to see, they want me to show them, I will show you the card one more time, and the sketch, and even these. Like, this card is too small, but you could put this on the front of a bigger card, and that's your focal piece on the card. Like, just sending it to somebody to cheer them up, or to say hello, or to say I love you. That's essentially what we did, is we built a cluster and put it on the front of our card. But we did the August 24 and 2025 cards, where you create 2 cards every month. You enter them under this post to try to win a My Little Scrapbook Store gift card. And I used 49 Market Flower Emporium by Vicky Boutin. I bought her 12x12 starter pad, which I did not use here. I bought her 6x8 pad, the paper pack, I think they're called, and the ephemera, the journaling bits ephemera, and the icon ephemera, which is heavy on the florals and like butterflies and hearts. And I did some stenciling with paste and some splattering with Distress Spray Stain Black Soot and Distress Spray Stain Picket Fence. I just used a stamp from my stash that I actually did get from my little scrapbook store to stamp on the journaling bit, and just tucked some flowers into that piece of the honey ephemera, and dimensioned up my flowers so they're not sitting flat on the card. I do appreciate you all joining me. If you are able to, give the video a thumbs up, and you can even like it on the page, like the link. I don't know if that helps anything or not, if it helps anybody see it. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Most of my videos on here are just the ones that I do live. But again, thank you all for joining me. I'm not sure what we have coming up this week. If my calendar is handy. There it is. Let's see, today's the 10th. Tomorrow night, the 11th, is live with Beatrice at 7:30. And then Tuesday, the 12th, is live with T at 8 p.m. And then Sarah is again this Friday, live at lunch with Sarah at noon. Okay? So, thank you all again, and have a great night. Have a good week.